Okay, the first thing I do is this one. This one I just take a normal rod, bend it a little bit, and then you got it. The perfect gap. The perfect gap rod going on top there, and then you want to have it like this. You feel so it's no it's like even all around, because it can show an x-ray if it doesn't is even all around. Next thing you want to do is you want to take a dot. You want to take a dot between these legs. Okay, you want to be between these legs because it's it's easier to weld. It's easier to come in here with a nozzle, and you also want to not do, if you do like this, the on the side here you see that the torch gonna burn the one of the leg, and probably gonna get stuck over there too. You can do over here too, but it's also it's closer to the perfect gap rod, and it's probably gonna melt, so you're gonna have a little bit of problem to take it off later. And you want to have the area that you're gonna weld as clean as possible. Okay, it's not that hard. It's not difficult. I'll try to find the right word. It's not that necessary. It's not that necessary with gas weld, because you can burn off the most of the dirt that comes. But if you're gonna go for X-ray, you probably want to have it clean as possible. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick welding here with put the dot between the legs. So now it's gonna be noisy. Apologize for that. Like so. You do this. I did it so many times now, and it took a little bit longer than it used to, because I'm too lazy to get my goggles. So I don't live like I teach. Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to live like I teach. Now this one is hot. I'm just gonna go and grab some gloves. I'll find a different pair, but I think I'm gonna be fine anyway, huh? This one is hot. So now, because I did this, I put the dot over here. You can easily just bend it a little bit, and then you take this one out. Easy, you see, it's whole. It's hot, but it's not burned. And then you take just one leg, like this, and you just put it down. Okay. So even if it's a little bit bigger on this side now, it's gonna gonna get smaller when you set a dot on this side too. Oh, sorry, when you set this dot on this side, you're gonna attract decrease. Now I try to find a fancy word, but it's not easy for a Swedish guy. I can promise you that. Talk English, try to teach people how to gas weld. Yeah, it's not even. It's not even. It's not even easy to do in Swedish. But the next thing you want to do is to put a dot over here. So we try to do that too. And I want to do this as far as I can see. You want to do this somewhere around here. Like that. I'm not going to put the third dot because I think it's unnecessary for you to watch. But now I just want to walk through how I weld, okay? You don't want to start over here now, okay? You don't want to start on the dot. I'm just going to turn it a little bit because you want to start beyond the dots. You want to start over here and then you put the nozzle just straight in like this. You don't want to have too much backwards and too much front because you want to have it straight in. Maybe a little bit more backwards is to prefer because then you get the weld in and you can be a bigger puddle and you can push the rod in. So you start like this over here, you start melting, and then when you go, you just go over your small and very small dots. You just burn them over like this, and you go, and you see how I do the rod thing, and do like this. And you want to go like small circles or just up and down. Then you just push the rod. It's important here that you really push. You not want to push it. If you push it too much, you just go straight through. But if you push it, and you can feel in the edge of the puddle, you can feel how they start to cool off, and you can just lay there and fill it with more rod and more rod and more rod. So it's nice and even on the inside. And like I said in the other video, that when you should finish, you want to go and just give it a straight in like this. So let everything here cool off, take it easy, and then remove it. And then when you start over, you take like a centimeter or 5 millimeters at least back on the old weld, and you start from there and just let them weld. I often do like this with the rod because when I start to weld and come to the gap, you want to have the rod that is melting right away. And then do like this, up and down, or small circles. You see my hand is not stable. And also then it go like this, and that doesn't affect the weld that much because when you go inside out like this, the puddle is the important thing. So if you do like this is the heat regulator. If you do like this far away, it's much heat in a large area. If you do like this all the way in, you do concentrate, but the heat go into the other side, not here where you try to weld. So if you go like this and you're shaking a little bit like I do now, is not that effective on what you try to do here, is welding this side. Because if you do like this and you just control the puddle, it's just like you TIG weld or stick weld. Okay, you can control the puddle here too, and you control the puddle in gas welding while you're doing like a little bit like this. You can do it all control too, and just like you can do in the other welding methods, that you can control it with 100%. But yeah, it depends what kind of welder you are. So I'm not going to go into that any further. But now you know. So I do start a little bit behind the dot, go straight in and do the rod thing. I try to have the rod straight in like the nozzle in the same angle, and just small circle or up and down all the way through. And then we see you can't have the nozzle in the right angle. You go straight in, let them cool off, readjust your body and hand so your nozzle can be in the right position, and then you go again. And that's how I did the last video. This you do a PC weld as easy as possible. I think if you're watching this, I think you have the knowledge you need so you can try for yourself. So don't be shy, and please, if you try it, post your weld. I love to see it, and we keep in touch. Thank you.